How's it going, guys? It's me, the Double Taco, here to return about episode 2 for ReachZero, living in another world, something along those lines. So, last episode, or last 2 episodes, 1A and 1B, we finally saw how this series was. Basically, our main protagonist, Subaru, I think that's his name. I might be confusing with someone else from this series, but basically, Subaru has the ability to time leap, as he calls it, or basically go back in time after death. And now we sort of go back, whatchamacallit, last time we saw him confront Satella, calling her by some kind of witch's name of demise or something like that, and then being blown off. And he actually sees Felt steal the pendant from whatever her name is. We don't know her name, Satella, basically. And then afterwards, he tries to go after her, and then trying to chase after Satella, chasing after Felt, he runs into those 3 delinquents once again, and he actually gets stabbed, and he freaking dies again. But that was necessary for him to realize, like, oh, my chips. Oh no, old man Rom ate those. And then he's like, sorry, realize, like, oh, these things, you know, I don't have are here, so I must have the ability to go back in time. So he finally realizes that he has this ability, and realizing his ability, he's like, okay, knowing that I have previous knowledge that, you know, Satella and Felt and the old dude are going to get attacked by this crazy ass woman, he's trying to try and prevent that timeline from happening. So once again, he goes to Darshoff, trying to save the day, trying to change the future. Except he runs into the 3 hooligans once again, and then he's saved by someone else because Satella is not there this time. He's saved by this cool swordsman dude named Richard, something like that. I forgot his name. It was like Reinhard, something like that, basically. And he seems to be a new character, but I saw him in the opening, I'm assumingly. And he's probably gonna have some kind of role to help out Subaru and like his whatever the frick he's here for, right? Because that's like the bigger question. Is like, why the frick is Subaru here even for, basically? So then he saves Subaru and he's like, oh, you guys ever see a girl with white long hair, white dress? Just tell her, don't come to the loot house. Yes. And then it's like, okay, I'll pass on your message for you. You weird looking traveler dude with clothes and hair and name and whatnot. So then now Subaru goes back to the slums to try and find Felt. He tries to confront her at her house, where she encounters him, but then get into a pretty one-sided fight, and like Felt basically destroys her own house, which is pretty funny. And then eventually we get some alone time and bonding time with Felt and Subaru. But like, you know, one of the things that really like irks me about this anime is like how in the beginning of the episode he's like realizing that all those moments that he spent with Satella and him and Felt and the old man, like all those moments that they spent together sort of like as friends sort of thing is gone. So it's kind of sad, but you know, he's trying to prevent that from happening again. So that's why, you know, he's like acting really nicely and like, you know, like he already knows them, but then like everyone else doesn't know him, which is really ironic. So they basically meet up at the old man's house to talk about trying to get the insignia back, try and sell a cell phone. And then, you know, it's not going good. And then we hear the knock on the door and it's like, oh shit, it's too late. Oh yeah, also on the way to meet Felt, he ran into the crazy lady, and she's crazy, basically, and she could smell his fear and his anger and whatnot. And, you know, that's dangerous, so stay away from her. And then we go back to where we were, where they're at the bar. We hear a knock on the door, assumingly it's the craziest woman, but no, it is Satella, or whatever the frick her name is, the reunion with the witch, as this episode is titled. So Satella is now at the loot house along with Felt, and they're all alive. That is technically a good change in the future because, for one of them would be dead. In episode 1A, Felt and the old man already died, and then it was just Subaru and Satella. And then in 1B, they didn't meet Satella, Subaru and Felt and the old man just died. And in this one, we have both of them alive together at the same place. So I'm assuming they could put up a good fight if they work together, supposedly, or, you know, maybe return the insignia and then try to, like, no, actually that won't work because she's probably coming. So I'm assuming next episode, they need to team up together in order to fight whatever the frick the crazy ass lady name is. I don't think they actually named her, I believe. I don't know exactly if they named her, but yeah, basically, you know, they gotta team up, and that's the only way they're gonna able to change the future or, you know, live. They even got Old Man Ram on their side, and Subaru can sort of fight a bit, you know, he's alright. And maybe even Reinhard can come up like, oh, I was come here to help as the knight, ha, basically. So, you know, this series, I'm really loving the series. It's like, it's building up basically from what episode 1 is, but then like, even though it's building up to a good start, he's like, basically this whole beginning arc-ish sort of thing is to try and save these two dang people's lives, Felt and Satella, or whatever the frick her name is. And after that, we're probably going to see like all those other girls from the opening and try to change their futures as well. And, you know, also try and find out why the frick Subaru is here in the first place. It's so interesting, like, why is this guy here? And like, you know, we'll have this bigger picture. And then like the opening was really cool, where you just see him like tag himself, like, oh, Tag, you're it because he died, and it's up to you to change the future and whatnot. And he keeps dying and shit. Like, there has to be a reason why this guy here, why Subaru is here, and why the frick he keeps dying and coming back to try and change the future. It's really interesting, and I hope to, you know, stay tuned with the series and just find out like how awesome or what kind of mystery there is to this thing. And most likely, I think episode 3, maybe they could like resolve this arc they're going on, you know, try and save Satella and Felt, kill the crazy ass lady, and then move on. Maybe, who knows, maybe it might take 2 episodes. But anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like the video if you enjoyed, because this anime, like, seriously is like giving you a run for your money because of how many times this guy has died. This is like his 4th attempt, because he died 4 times. This is 4th attempt, and you know, he's trying to like, it's finally changed. It took him 4 tries to do it. Hallelujah. Subscribe, because next week we will find out what will happen to Subaru, to Satella, or whatever the frick her name is, and Felt, and see if this new future is changed for Subaru. Like, and I'll see you guys then. So, I lost my train. I just totally like brain farted right now. You guys have any questions, comments, or you want to say something about this series or any anime you guys are watching in the spring 2016 season, then leave a comment in the comment section below, or tell me on the Domotaku and my Twitter, because, you know, this season's pretty good. And like, it's like episode 2 right now. We got some more episode 2s and episode 1. So like, technically, I think all the series have aired this season already now. So we've basically seen everything, and it's pretty good. So anyways guys, I'll see you guys on the next video on the Domotaku Anime channel. So take care guys, and matane.